Good afternoon, everybody. I've been playing a little bit of Subtlety on PTR, and I've been enjoying the over 1 million crits, but I don't know how the rest of the community really feels about it. So I decided to mosey my way over to the forums, and I found this. Some suggestions for Subtlety. I've taken a look at the PTR build. It seems that Subtlety has become more clunky and awkward. Some of my suggestions are Ambush, 35 energy, 25 second cooldown, 2 charges? Why 2 charges? Killing Spree? Really? But maybe this is just an isolated incident. Maybe there are more people that are more excited and happy with the We got several big nerfs despite being behind in damage, no surprise there. I like to think of myself as a realist, and sometimes a negative person, but so far these forums make me look like the guy with the brightest, happiest attitude so far. The more I play on the PTR, the less I like the spec. There's literally nothing to do outside of Shadow Dance except stab, spam. But how is that different from Shadow Strike spamming? Which I think is less exciting compared to big ass eviscerate numbers! Basically, a lot of people are looking for Subtlety Rogue PvP feedback, and plenty of people are voicing their opinion, which I am all about that. Voice your opinions, but I mean, am I just retarded or something? Am I not seeing the bigger picture? Because I've been playing Subtlety so far, and in PvP it is glorious. But don't take my word for it. I'm just an idiot trying to play some Rogue, performing fairly awfully at it. But you guys are more than welcome to enjoy the clips that I have for you collected from the PTR. Even though barely anybody plays PTR PvP because nobody actually cares about Rogue PvP and nobody actually wants to do some battlegrounds with me, and it just feels like I'm really lonely and I'm just trying to collect. Anyway, you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see all of you at the very end of it all. Overall, I have to say Subtlety is in a pretty damn good spot for PvP. Now, I know what you might say. You'll probably say in the comments, and completely guessing here, you'll probably say something like, well, the forums might have been talking about Subtlety in regards to PvE. And I guess it's possible, but let's all be honest, all of us rogues, Subtlety has always been the PvP spec. And should have stayed the PvP spec for as long as the game has been around. I feel like the changes that happened to the PTR make the spec overall better, at least regarding PvP. Wouldn't know about PvE. And in PvE, I could see it being really clunky and needing a lot of tuning. But it's so nice for player versus player combat. You get this whole nostalgic Shadow Dancer evolved burst. The burst really does feel like burst now, instead of just having to tickle your enemy for an hour and a half using your Shadow Strikes, but at least you can keep a lot of uptime. And that's one of the things that Blizzard decided to leverage, because you don't have as much uptime with Shadow Strike not always teleporting you to the enemy back to back. Now you're able to get a lot more oomph whenever you do have your time at the enemy. So basically, the amount of damage you would deal on an enemy while they're running away from you with those Shadow Strikes, now all that damage has been compacted, and you're able to do a lot more damage within a shorter time period, because you don't have the ability to maintain mobility on that target for the whole duration of the fight, which I honestly love. I actually think this is a really good idea, and I'm all on board. I'm all behind this. I think this is great for PvP, and it's gonna make Subtlety a lot more fun to play in general. And this is just one of the playstyles. There's multiple different playstyles. There's probably a good sustained build where you can have a lot of Shadow Strikes, or even Gloomblade backstabs, some kind of a build like that. But this is the build that I've been running so far. And if there will be ever enough people that will actually play Battlegrounds of the PTR, then I'll definitely be able to try out a lot more different builds that are out there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for anybody who's been looking at Subtlety in regards to PvP, all I can do is give you my own opinion of the spec, as well as the footages that I'm able to collect on the PTR. But from my experience of playing Subtlety, I think that the spec is in a better place on PTR. I feel like it's a lot more fun. It might be a little bit confusing at first of transitioning from the Shadow Strike heavy rotation to more of a finisher based rotation, but I think it's good for the spec, and that's the way the spec should have been from the beginning. You're not able to stay on your target as much, so you will feel that, oh no, I lost the mobility, Blizzard nerfed me. But in a way, they didn't. They basically are allowing you, instead of having full uptime on the enemy but tickling the whole time, allowing you, here's a short window that you have on an enemy, but the burst that you can pack into that window is a lot bigger. So all you need is just one shot, one opportunity, one Eminem lyric, and you can make some massive deeps happen within one burst. And I think that's how the spec should have been played. I feel like it's going to make it a lot more fun for casual players. I think it's going to make it a lot more fun for players that are competing at PvP, climbing rating. I feel like it's going to explore on the player skill, and I think that players that are used to Shadow Strike spamming, which I would say is far easier than what is currently what most Subtlety rogues are doing right now on the PTR, you're gonna bring back that player skill level. It might not be as high as it was, let's say, in Kata or Mop, hell, even WoD, where you have to manage your slice and dice and your rupture, but at least it'll be closer to that good old Subtlety feel. And that's just my own thoughts on that. Anyway, you guys enjoy yourselves. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think about Subtlety. Are you excited about it, or are you still gonna be the Debbie Downer? But you probably have your own reasons for being not excited about the spec, and I would like to know what are your reasons, whether it's positive, negative, whatnot. Anyway, you guys enjoy yourselves. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see all of you in the next video.